Papasquatjon coming at you. Track sent in from Jacob, or by Jacob, who is not one of my patrons, but has sent in some music previously. This is another track by Marjorie-W.C. Sinclair. I was really hoping there was going to be a video again, because I loved the energy and the style of the last one we did by Marjorie-W.C. Sinclair. That was called Nexus 3. And in fact, it was two tracks. It was Nexus 3 and something else. This song is called Devine Faith, and it's 2 minutes 23 seconds long. Came out in September of 2022, and this is considered rap Bay Area, so obviously it must be from the San Francisco Bay Area. Experimental hip hop, American underground, and underground hip hop. Let's see what we think of this. It is the 6th track on 20 Second Chances, which I think is a great name for an album. And this has both the lyrics and the song itself on Spotify. So let's give this a listen here.
I kept thinking to myself that I could jump higher if I could just lose a few extra pounds.
Wow, very 80s sort of poppy, kind of poppy hip-hop music in the background. Maybe more pop than hip-hop, but it's definitely from that time period, whatever they're sampling.
You know what people say, don't beat your record. Every time I walk out on stage, the bar looks like it's been rained. But it's always set at exactly the same height. Promise me you won't tell a soul what you know.
I promise.
Thanks. Now would you get me a glass of water? Please don't tell anyone what I said. The last thing I need is people knowing what scares me.
There's nothing wrong with wasting time if it's for pleasure. Time changed, roll the hours back on my protect. My mind changed when you said you would die if I had left. Or I like that independence feel right before the sex. She said she might break it, pop him up before the X. 5 hours later, said she's fine and went to bed. It's kinda cute the way she hides the pain instead of making time to talk to you about the lies she told herself. Divine faith is nice when you live life with no respect, cause sometimes you need a little light to see the depths. My baby knocking with the nicest clip. To play with minds and be Davis Goliath that he slept. Her eyes made her way to mine and made her left. Icebreaker, she asked me what's my new favorite film. I'd say that new diarrhea for won't be kept. She started crying, sent me to it, asked me where I'd always been. Okay, go crazy baby, show me what your mama gave you. Slow motion waves the way she came inside the saddle. I couldn't shake the feeling I was being watched. I couldn't focus, but just maybe if I take my time and stop like cold, puff crazy. She was like the bird right on. Going in relation to a relation, she's a serial monogamous. I like to say the same before the time I fucking thought it. Intimacy was misplaced when she locked eyes with me at Shanti's. From Soho to Cape to make a place like no half time. You know that no snowflakes are like each one is different in design. She's the asthma to my tail like submarine in chapter 9. I felt romantic about you baby, trying to wait left me to pride. But hey, there's nothing wrong with wasting time if it's for pleasure. Time changed, roll the hours back on my protect. My mind changed when you said you would die if I had left. But I like that independence feel right before the sex.
But they still expect me to jump higher. Please don't tell anyone what I said. The last thing I need is people knowing what scares me.
It took me 7 hours to get from the Hiroshima countryside to Tokyo. I made the trip so I could start my first day of school at a new place. I was walking by my new school to check it out when I saw this girl. Not just any girl. She was amazing.
So I don't know why this isn't actually tracking the length of the song down here.
And I was being watched, I couldn't focus, but just maybe.
It's weird. But the way Marjorie-W.C. Sinclair raps and performs is really interesting, because I think they're trying to obscure the actual message, because it has this definite almost too fast to follow, especially if you're just listening to it. I have the lyrics in front of me so I can actually follow along and get what he's saying, but even so, even with the lyrics, it's so fast, it's easy to lose track of like the meaning of everything, right? To try and actually track what the hell he's talking about. And it sounds like just because we only have gone through this once, it seems like he's talking about somebody and he doesn't really want to have the lyrics be clear enough that the other person could come back to them and say, why are you rapping about me? Why are you talking about me? Like, this is the shitty thing to do. This is not something that I wanted people to know about me. Even though he doesn't mention a name, he doesn't say who it's about. I'm sure if anybody like who's close to them knows who these people are, Marjorie and whoever else he's talking about, they could probably go, oh yeah, that's Denise, or that's whoever. But it's interesting, and some of the lyrics are really fantastic. Let's just say here, or see here. My mind changed when you said you would die if I had left. Said I liked that independence we had right before the sex. Said I liked that independence we had right before the sex. That's an interesting idea. Like, maybe they played all the games and then they're like, okay, now we're gonna be coy and standoffish, and then the sex comes. She said she might break if I put my before the X. Me before the X? 5 hours later, she said she's fine and went to bed. It's kind of cute the way she hides the pain instead of making time to talk to you about the lies she told herself. Now, those are some good lines. It's kind of cute the way she hides the pain instead of making time to talk to you about the lies she told herself. It's not cute. That's messed up behavior, but I get what you're saying. Like, she'd rather try and be strong and get through it on her own than talk about what she's done or what she had to tell herself to do what she's done. To find faith is nice when you live with no respect. Because sometimes you need a little light to see the depth. My baby 9 came with a nice extended clip. Okay, gun. So play with minds and meet David's Goliath that he slept. Really interesting combination of like the way he's using language here, or they. I don't know if he's a he or a they, or a she for that matter. But her eyes made their way to mine and made a left. Icebreaker. She asked me what's my new favorite film. So yeah, talking to somebody, looks at him, then eyes kind of look away. And then as an icebreaker, and he just says, icebreaker, she asked me what's my new favorite film. So the icebreaker she introduces the conversation is what's his new favorite film. I say I like the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid, although there's a typo, it says Dairy of a Wimpy Kid. She started crying, said me too, and asked where I'd always been. It is interesting the stuff that people like form a connection over, right? And it could be something as stupid as Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie. Like, oh my god, that's like the perfect answer of like goofy, cool, stupid nostalgia. Exactly what I wanted to hear right now. It's funny, it's true, it's great. Like, that's just a great thing to have a little bonding moment over. Okay, go crazy, baby, show me what your mama gave you. Slow motion waves, the way she came inside that sauna. I couldn't shake the feeling I was being watched. I couldn't focus, but maybe if I take my time and stop. Go puff crazy. She looks like the bird got right on the box. Like the bird right on the box. Like Cocoa Puffs. Crazy for Cocoa Puffs. Going relation to relation. She's a serial monogamous. I'd like to say the same, but for the time, I'm fucking thotties. Intimacy was misplaced when she locked eyes with me at shanties. From Soho to Cape Town, making plays like no halftime. You know that no snowflakes alike, each one is different in design. She's the Yasmin to my Tate. Like Submarine in Chapter 9. Submarine in Chapter 9? I don't get that. I felt romantic, but you, baby, trying to wait left me deprived. These are just really some great lyrics, and it's absolutely about sort of a weird, messed up sexual relationship that could be something more, or ought to be, or maybe once was, or neither of them are really able to do that, to give completely to each other the trust, the truth, but there's still something there. It's a good song. Divine faith is a weird choice. Divine faith is nice when you live life with no respect. So divine faith, does he mean faith in the divine, or does he mean divine? Well, divine is spelled incorrectly for that. It should be D-I-V-I-N. Divine faith is not, it's like, what does divine mean? Like perfect, beautiful? Not divine, which is relating to God. No, not divine. Here we go. Frequent misspelling of divine. No, something can be divine and be like awesome and beautiful. Am I crazy? Is there really not a word divine, D-E-V-I-N-E? Because I would swear there is. Divine Urban Dictionary. I know divine was drag queen. Devin. No. I am surprised that there is not the word divine. Let's try the Oxford English Dictionary. It just has divine. Is divine a real word? Adjective, divine or divine? No. Frequent misspelling of divine. I would have absolutely sworn the word D-E-V-I-N-E was a word. No. Like, this is divine. Like, oh, what a divine statue. Doesn't mean godly. It means, like, awesome looking, fantastic, beautiful. Anyway, I got off on a jag somewhere there, and I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, the name of the song. But, interesting. I'm even more interested now because apparently this is, in fact, called divine faith, and it's not a real word. That weirds me out. That's enough talking. Papa Squat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you once again to Jacob. That's right. I didn't even have to look up the piece of paper once I picked it up. I remembered who it was. I'll be back with another track. Have a good night. Bye-bye.